Okay, hello HCG family. Take 2 for VLCD days 11 through 16. Today is 16. 11 was last Thursday. So, let's see. A lot's kind of happened, but then again, a lot not. Let's get to the results first. As of today, VLCD 16, my husband is down 26.6. Which I think is amazing. And I'm down 10.4. Now, that sounds okay, although it's day 16, so you'd think I'd be a little bit better than that. But as of like VLCD day 9 or so, I started doing a lot of this. So down 7.4, down 8, then up, then down 7, then down 8.4, 8.8, and then 8.5 or something like this, you know, and back and forth, back and forth. It's just been days of this, and so I'm jaggedly going down slowly, but I'm not understanding why, you know, it's doing that. Okay, so I've been thinking about why. We've been eating erratically. I want to say, let's see, VLCD day okay, so Thursday was the day my cleaning lady was here, I believe. And if that's the day she was here, then it would have been real hard for me to eat normally. I think that's what happened. And maybe that's what happened was that I didn't eat normally, and I think that's the day I ate apples, and so the next day I had a good loss. Okay, fine. But then, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, kids are off school all 4 days. Just have a lot of little activities to do. So we're eating kind of different times, and I'm trying to hang in there later and later so that I can have my dinner later and later. But that's what I ended up doing. Or I ended up having to skip a meal. Like Saturday, I had a birthday party, took my daughter horseback riding and all this stuff, and by the time I got to serving us, we only had time for one meal. So we kind of had 2 portions in one meal. And my husband, of course, was not negatively impacted, but I think I may have been. Another thing I've noticed too is that we're eating later, like at 8:30 at night for dinner. So today what I've tried to do is have an earlier lunch and an earlier dinner. I think we eat dinner at 6. So I can try to be done before 7. Sunday, watch the football games, woohoo! And really missed the guacamole and chips and stuff like that. But had cabbage rolls, whoo, the equivalent, I guess, on P2, the P2 equivalent. Cabbage rolls, so it was ground beef. And my husband had 2 of those in one sitting and had no problem, and I didn't. What else? Oh, and then Sunday we adopted a dog, so I haven't slept pretty much since because the cat's not really happy about it, and I keep expecting the thriller down in Manila, except for in my bedroom between those 2. So it's kind of a lot of talk on my cat's part. The dog's just wanting to be friendly. He's so cute. Except he has springs in his legs and he just jumps everywhere, like onto the trampoline and into the clubhouse and jumps, flies around. It's tons of energy. But the good news there is that I'm going to start walking, or I did already start walking. Today I'm grounded because it's raining. And but hopefully that'll help too. But I don't understand this jagged business. Is that normal for women? My husband's is a lot more direct. If he sleeps well, he goes down a lot. If he doesn't sleep well, he doesn't. Whether he eats a lot or eats a little. So it's kind of different. It's kind of weird. But I do think it might be something that's viral because I'm hearing everybody stalling or having issues. So I'm with you. I'm suffering with you, but I'm also, I guess, comforted that you guys are there and having some issues and also talking about them honestly. And a lot of people seem to have them and then get past them. We just have to go through those other folks' vlogs when they went through that. And so that's what I got to remember is that they got through it. They made it. So this too shall pass kind of thing. Okay. Oh, So other than eating later and mixing my vegetables, I've been adding pico, which pico is still the stuff in the list. It's just mixed. And then I throw that on some salad or mix it with some chicken to give it some flavor. And I like it, but I don't know if that's affecting me. I did try to make chocolate delight today, except for since I was working and had one ear on my son, I'm trying to watch these animals. I didn't read the instructions fully. I just kind of got the ingredients and ran off and tried to do it. So I tried to mix it all in the pan. So it was burning, and I used this really tiny old spatula that I didn't know was not seaworthy, I guess, couldn't handle the high temperature, so it melted into the chocolate delight. So I knew I was going to throw it out anyway. So I poured it into the styrofoam plate, and it proceeded to just burn right through that too. So it was a total disaster. And I was like, what did I do wrong? Come back, you're supposed to actually pour the coconut oil into a bowl and then mix the cocoa, and as it's cooling, that's okay. So I'm retarded, mistakes, sleep deprived. I think that's what it is. I'm telling you, that trash talk from the cats got me worried. One thing I've been trying to catch up on my vlogs, even though I've been multitasking, and one of the things that really caught my attention is that I'm very focused on doing this, and it takes a lot of my mental energy to wrap my head around what I have to do and not eat what I would normally eat. Like yesterday, I went to the grocery store and picked up some slices of ham, and at the deli counter, they offered me a slice, and so I took it, and it was just boar's head, plain deluxe ham, boiled ham, so really not bad. But it's not on the list, so that's the one thing I can think of that's not on the list that I've ingested. Everything else has been on my hands, like peanut butter or regular butter or whatever. But yes, I had that. So, it really takes a lot of my energy from my work, from watching the kids, from having patience, from I don't know, from everything. And I see where I'm hoping that I get to the point, because I saw on someone's blog that they were like, I don't know if it was like day 50 something though, and they were just like, it was a breeze. It was part of their daily life. They were used to it. They were comfortable with it. I still see the cereal box of crispy, what is it, oats or whatever it is. Anyway, I love that stuff, and I could eat the whole box in one sitting, and I still want to. So, struggling with that a little bit and waiting for it to become second nature to be on P2. And then, of course, as soon as it does, it's going to be P3 time, and then I'll have to figure that one out. So, I just, I thought that was interesting. It made me realize that a lot of brain power goes into doing this, to actually living this. And I'll bet especially for some of the folks who are out there coming up with new recipes on their own, wow, I mean, they really are putting some brain power into that. So I don't know how that impacts the rest of their lives at work and kids and family and just everything. So hats off to everybody. And to all of the folks who are struggling, though, I think we're going to get through this. I want to make sure that we focus on the fact that other people have done this. It's kind of like when I first had my first baby and they brought him to me and I was holding him and I thought, oh my gosh, I should have got a puppy. What was I thinking? I can't do this. And surely there's a department you can turn them in. Well, and then I thought I had to calm down, and I was like, look, obviously the human species wouldn't exist if all these women couldn't mother babies. So if everybody can do it, I can do it. So if 200 people, I think Delmon said 200 or 300 people have just on YouTube have done this, then we too can do it. So, and so is my husband, for Pete's sake, except for he's not cooking any of it. He just does what I tell him. Okay, so I'm going to try not to take so long to come back, and I'm going to try to watch some more of the vlogs, and cross your fingers that we get through this sooner than later, because we will get through it. Bye. Have a good night.